So I read an article today advocating 100% vaccinations for all cruises. It gave three big reasons why. And honestly, I think these reasons make perfect sense. And we're going to talk about it right after this. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. First, I have not received my test results from the COVID-19 test yet. It has been about 28 hours since I took the test. Still don't have any results. It does seem like about the shortest time frame I've seen from the comments is roughly around 36 hours. So hopefully by the time you guys are actually watching this video, I should have some results, or should have some results pretty quickly after that. If I was taking this for a cruise, my time schedule would still be good. I would still be in time frame provided I took it the full 72 hours early. So right now we're good, but no results yet. Second, just on a fun little cruise note, Tiffany, my wife, happened to stop at a Dollar General. And I don't know if Dollar General is a nationwide store or not, but it's, just your average dollar store. And today they happen to have cruise ducks. They have Disney cruise ducks. We got Mickey's, Minnie's, Donald Duck. But they had these in the store today. If you've been cruising for a while or following cruising information for a couple years, then you will be familiar with the cruise duck. These particular ones, since they are Disney related, we will save those till January for our Disney cruise to use them then. And if you're not familiar with cruise ducks, either I recommend you look it up or let me know in the comments below, and I'll happily do a video for you about cruise ducks. So on to our main story today, and that is, should cruises sail 100% vaccinated based on the following reasons? Or not even necessarily reasons, but under the following conditions, would it make cruising the safest as it possibly could be? So number one is the pre-cruise testing, which the majority of cruise lines now have. Either you have to come to the port with a negative COVID-19 test, or some of the cruise lines may be giving the COVID-19 test there at the cruise port prior to getting on the ship. So the first assumption is that you do everything that you can to prevent COVID from getting on the ship in the first place by testing everybody. And if somebody tests positive, they simply are not allowed to get on the cruise ship. Step number two, of course, is going to be the health and safety protocols that are on board the ship. Cleaning, sanitation, the air filtration systems, contact tracing. In case COVID-19 does get on board the ship, they're able to locate it, see who's been around it, clean up after it, and isolate the individuals. And step three in the process, of course, is the actual ability to isolate anybody who does test positive away from the general cruise population, the ability to get them off the ship safely as soon as possible and home safely as soon as possible. So the theory being that if everybody on the cruise ship was 100% vaccinated, no, that does not mean that COVID-19 is not going to get on the cruise ship. Of course, there's always going to be the chance, and there's always probably going to be cases that will pop up. But if every single person is vaccinated, the chances of somebody getting seriously sick, seriously ill, or any kind of mass spreading happening around the ship, the odds of that are greatly reduced by everybody being vaccinated, both crew and passenger. Just to give you an example, let's say that you have 2,000 people sailing on a cruise ship that only requires 95% of people to be fully vaccinated and 95% of the crew to be fully vaccinated. That's the actual requirement. So what that would come down to is, in theory, there could be 100 people that are unvaccinated on the ship, which reduces the effectiveness of a cruise bubble by having 100% people being vaccinated. Now, I am not advocating that every cruise ship needs to be 100%. I'm not saying MSC, Disney, Royal Caribbean, or any cruise lines needs to change its policy. I'm simply providing some information for us to think about particularly with the way that things are currently going. We've already seen an increase in mandates, pre-testing requirements, masks while indoors on some of the cruise lines that didn't have it before, like Carnival Cruise Lines. So what is going to be the next step if this doesn't get under control? If these numbers continue to rise in the States and we continue to see numbers on board cruise ships, the next logical step, in my opinion, is that they're going to go to a 100% vaccinated only cruising requirement just to try to increase the health and safety on board the ship to help reduce the possibility of a serious event. Like I said, events are going to happen. Nobody is saying that even on a 100% vaccinated ship like Norwegian's going to be sailing, that there's not a chance you're going to have some COVID-19. The object is simply to reduce the possibility. So what do y'all think? Do you think the cruise lines will ever go to a 100% vaccination requirement like Norwegian Cruise Lines? Do you think they will stay the way they are even amongst rising COVID numbers? And which one would you prefer? A 100% vaccinated cruise or a cruise that is not 100% vaccinated? Let me know what y'all think below. I'd be kind of curious to see how the crowd weighs out and what you guys' opinions are on that subject. Alright, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, let's give it a thumbs up. Have yourself a great day, and we will see you out on the high seas with cruising ducks.